7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
And he's into the clear. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On third down, Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. throwing, Mariota. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Saints.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mariota now. Completes it to Hardman. He got 29 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got a noon one. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Cousins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. It's a give to Freeman running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his fourth touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback. Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Check 3. 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Devon Kennard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and long for Cousins. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3. Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but let me finish. Okay, my bad. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, it's goal. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 27-yard line.
Check 24. 2. Kill.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch his distance. Go. Hey, Zoo. Switch. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer. As they're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 24, Cousins letting one go deep for him. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Quincy Enunwa, 76 yards as the Bears push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Freeman again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Got a man, it's right. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jarius Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and run it with Gore. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Back now at Soldier Field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Louge all corkers.
Cousins to throw it. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Check.
Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. On 1st down. It's Bell, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll go again with Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Onyemata getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Mariota to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Check 26, check 26. Big
On second down now, it's Bell, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. On 2nd and 9, Cousins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Bell. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Throwing is Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll run on first down. Bell. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They doubled it.